we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out with a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Quick slant here to Woods.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Touchdown! Jalen Hurd. 97 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
32.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Lance now on 1st down. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play action. Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Stay 50.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing again at Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Pitts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Stafford here. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Stafford looks to throw again. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell finding room to the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They'll try and run with Wilson, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Henderson now on first and 10. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
6 yards left on second down. Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now play fake. Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On second down, It's Mitchell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they didn't. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Grady Jarrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And oh, he coughed it up.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Busts through the tackle, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And he gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Lance going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Stafford on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Henderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To the air again, Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Looking there for picks, but intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. 20! And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Now it's Stafford. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Niners, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is